93.5 and Town Square Media is proud to present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
It's a beautiful Tuesday morning here in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. And we are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local here on ESPN 93.5. Got Stat Cat in the house, Lord of the Board, and Techie T-Roy.
It's beautiful in here.
It is.
It's going to get nasty out there, supposedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So if you're out later today, please be safe.
2-hour early release for my kids.
Is this just everyday thing now, or
Yeah. I
It
think
feels
so,
like
yeah.
it's urge. Yeah. I think
It's not. It's not important. It's not. I mean, now it's not even a. Now it's not even a thing where you get them after school and you say, "What'd you learn in school today?" and they say nothing. I don't even flinch. I'm like, oh yeah, makes sense. You were in there for like 25 minutes. That makes
Jane, your coat up?
Yeah.
Cool. Good job.
How was lunch? Okay, good. Yeah, got there. Yeah, hung your coat up, had lunch, came back home. Okay.
I always liked the Dice Clay family with it when they showed him with his mom and dad when he was a little kid. What'd you learn in school today, son?
Nothing.
Yeah. I can't say the rest of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we got a very busy Tuesday here in the Hassle Palace. 12:20, we're going to have Tom Alexander call in from the Orlando Apollos, talk to us about Orlando and the AAF. After that, we got Rothy coming in. He's going to bring in Cody Walsh and Shane Bennett, the Bullet.
The Bullet?
Yeah, from Quad City Storm. And then we got our man Vasco coming in the second half of the show. So we got a busy day Wednesday. Just starting to fill out the week and start
playing the theme to Rawhide. The way we roll them in and roll them out.
That's right. Filling in next week as well. Getting people in here. I can't wait to talk to you guys on the second hour. We're gonna start piecing together the AAF fantasy football. I've got some ideas.
All right.
On how it's gonna work. Well, I got some good ideas. That's why I brought the dry erase board for visual aid here. So we can talk through this today.
You know I'm a visual learner, Jay. Some people are not. Some people are.
You are no longer streaking, T-Roy.
Yeah, man.
How many did you get?
Second three-pointer.
So Iowa State won by 1. The spread was 2.5. Oh, man. They were coming down the floor.
Rats.
Rat farts.
They were coming. Oklahoma was coming down the floor, right? And guy chucks up a 3-pointer for no reason. Goes in. Iowa State wins by 1, but that's not the bad beat, even though it's a bad beat. The bad beat is, even though ESPN had 0.2 on the clock, the red light had already gone off, and it shows that he hadn't released it yet.
Oh, and they counted it?
They counted it.
Oh,
because
man.
It didn't change the game. They didn't have to go back and look at it.
I'm so upset.
That's a bad beat, man. And I think
I'm really not. I'm okay.
I think the overhit surged, too, because of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's double time for people who, for those who had some money on it.
Glad I didn't have real money on it.
So anyway, well, congratulations to Iowa State. And I think now Kansas plays Kansas State tonight, right? And is Iowa State tied with Kansas for the Big 12 lead?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
I believe so. Yeah, so last night on Everything Combat with Pat Miletich and Jeff Wilson, they had on Monty Cox, formerly of the Quad Cities. He was a sports writer and editor for the Quad City Times, went on to become a fight promoter and did pretty well. Shared some stories last night. That was rather interesting. You can go back and listen to that on their podcast. But that's every Monday night, 7 to 8. I'm going to say this wrong, the first name. I know it's Morella. Next Monday, he calls for the UFC. He also does. He also calls some matches for the WWE. He's incredible energy. So that's going to be next Monday.
Mario Ranella?
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, Mario Ranella. There we go. But he's got a great story, and he's got a documentary on, I believe, Showtime. You can find it probably online though as well. It's pretty incredible. It's a good story, and he's got a lot to share for that Everything Combat. That'll be next Monday.
Yeah, and that's been a great show. So everybody, if you missed anything, you can always go back to the Everything Combat podcast. And I think they're putting them now out on Facebook Live and YouTube Live as well, correct?
Yes. Yeah. So that'll
so
be
that you can capture that show in the same ways that you can capture this one. So check it out. Like I said, Quad City local Pat Miletich and Jeffrey Wilson. So
and then I had to run home after that, get the kids to bed after doing that show with them, putting it together. I'd get the kids to bed. And, I had to catch up on The Bachelor.
What happened, Jay?
By the way...
You know what? I've been waiting for Bachelor talk.
By the way, The Bachelor...
Yeah?
...was in Peoria, Illinois this past
Peoria?
weekend. This past weekend. And he took a picture with Big Dyke's wife.
Big Dyke's wife?
Yeah, Dusty was in the same tavern as him. And he sent a picture and said, Jay, who is this? And I was like, I don't know. My doppelganger?
He's not that good looking.
I really wasn't by my phone, and then next thing he sends a picture of Misty with Colton, and then I'm like, you got it. I was like, you gotta just ask him if he'll call in, just something stupid, like just. And he's like, well, we just left, but he said Misty will go back if you want. And I was like, no, don't. And I was like, yeah, do it. and then I said, no, don't. There's too much compliance. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the emails and ABC saying this is the questions you can ask. So
if ABC has any questions, I'm just going to say we know Randazzo.
Yeah.
Back off.
Anyway, so she got a picture with him. So Colton, he was originally from Washington, Illinois.
Yeah.
Now, anyway, last night was crazy. A lot of more drama.
What?
Guys,
lay it on me.
Well, it's Anika and Nicole. They just can't get along. They call each other bullies. This is weighing heavily on.
They call each other
Colton.
bullies? Do they call each other any other bad names?
No, just like that. And,
You're a bully, Serge.
Yeah.
And now it's starting to get real because now they're down to. He had to set. Elise was driving me crazy. She's 31 years old.
Is she hot?
She's attractive, but then she I think
What
she.
game are we talking about?
I think we're not talking. We're talking about a game of love.
Yeah, Jay.
Which is the most important game
I
of
just
all.
asked a question. Why are you yelling at
Game
me?
of love, Serge.
Don't yell at me. I'm just asking a question.
I really think this crazy 31-year-old lady thought he was going to send home all 12 other women. She's like, I'm just going to go talk to you. She's like, I can't do this anymore. I need you to make a decision. So, and he was like, all right, well, I can't do that. And she's like, well, I think I should go home. And he's like, okay, see you later. And then there was all drama at the end, and they're like, on next week. And I was like, oh, don't do this. Just send them home. They're so annoying. They really are annoying, but it's cringeworthy television. I'm going to coin that phrase. Binge-worthy?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cringeworthy. It is, so bad. There's a girl on there who's
Serge,
like
we work
27
daily
years
with a
old.
genius.
23 years old, 24.
Yeah.
She's never been kissed. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
She was in an 8-month relationship.
When they didn't kiss?
No.
Like she doesn't like his tongue in her mouth?
That part I don't. She just had never.
What is her explanation?
Anyway,
I guess
her and Colton finally shared a kiss. It was so disgusting.
Is she Molly Ringwald from?
Probably. She's Drew Barrymore from that movie, but she's better looking than Drew was in that character, Josie Grossi. Anyway, it is very hard.
So
to
how
get
was the kiss? How did it look? Did she know what she was doing?
Yeah, she did.
Or was the tongue all out?
There was fireworks.
Like you remember the first time you French kissed somebody?
All right, I'm not getting into this.
Anyway, I got to tell you the story.
I think
Jay.
everybody thinks like I live for the show. I really just do it to write about it because I think it's funny. I really think it is.
You don't remember the first time you French kissed?
I don't want to talk about this right now.
It's very funny, Jay.
I've already taken this down bad enough.
I think the audience wants to hear about it.
I've already taken this down bad enough. We're not going to talk about it.
All
anyway,
right.
I'm very happy to have from the AAF
Serge wants to hear it
this afternoon Tom Alexander. And like I said, we'll have Rothy in. Sergeant's going to come in tomorrow.
Sarge's going to talk some golf?
Yes, he's going to help you with your fantasy league.
Yes. I didn't end up bad. Out of 31 people, I'm right in the middle of the pack. I'm like at 13.
Okay. Well, we're going to get you. We're going to get you bumped up.
Matsuyama, he didn't miss the cut, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're going to get you bumped up. Let's see. In other news, the Lakers offered a lot for Anthony Davis. And there's all kinds of packages out there. The Celtics are really pushing for the Pelicans to not trade him. They're dangling all these draft picks, but they can't trade for him till after July 1st, once that rookie extension contract expires.
Why are the Celtics even trying him? And the kid says, "I want to go play for the Lakers."
Who?
Didn't The Brow say that?
The Celtics have said that they're going to actually pursue him in the offseason for free agency anyway. So, I mean, if you're going to have an extension.
Okay, but...
And then Lonzo Ball decided to get involved there.
That was my best part.
He decided to play...
I want to go to Phoenix. I don't want to go to the Pelicans.
Not Lonzo.
No, LeVar. Yeah. LeVar decided to get in there in fantasy book.
Yeah, LeVar has already said that he wants Phoenix if Lonzo's going to be dealt.
Yeah, I saw it.
Who cares? Nobody's asking anybody else's dad.
It's true.
Because nobody else's dad's a moron like that.
What's Anthony Davis's dad say about all this? We don't know because he's not in the picture. We're not asking him. We're not asking LeBron and Kyrie what their fathers think about trades. Why is LeVar a thing?
Yeah.
When's the trade deadline? Is it Thursday, Saturday?
Thursday.
Okay. Is anybody going to come out? They have
because CBS gave the guy 5 minutes during the NCAA tournament.
They never lost.
That's why.
Somebody's got 48 hours to come out and say that they're not happy too.
I can't even open Snapchat without seeing him airball 9 3-pointers in a row and him make one and everybody cheers. Why? You and I can go do that at the Fit any day we want to. And watch Jago dribble around for 5 minutes.
I might be able to hit better than 1 out of 9.
Probably.
I think I can.
That's frustrating.
You sure you don't want to hear my story about tongue kissing, Jay?
Yes, I'm sure.
All right.
We're going to pass on that one. You might have just stopped Bachelor Recap Tuesday.
I don't understand why I can never have my fun.
No, that's not. No, we're not going to talk about that. All right, let's take a quick break, and we come back. We'll talk a little bit more before Tom calls in.
All right, guys. We need everybody out there to stop going to your social media sites, asking on suggestions on where you're going to get your oil change, who's going to give you a tattoo, or where you're going to grab some lunch. Just pick up your Locals Love Us guide. It has an easy-to-navigate table of contents to help you find what you're looking for. Or you can just go to localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and then browse your favorites. It's easy to use, and they even rank the most popular places for you. So make sure you check them out. Those are our friends from Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
Hey, this is Goose, PA announcer for the Quad City Storm, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Do it again, a little more heart.
You.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Max Bond exterior flat paint and primer in one from Dutch Boy features a no prep, no prime formula for superior adhesion to previously painted surfaces. Just $32.02 a gallon after sale price and 11% off. Additional sizes and finishes are also on sale. Offer ends June 23rd. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, it's T-Roy from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We've got your chance to win tickets to see two-time Grammy-nominated blues rock guitarist Joe Bonamassa, Thursday, March 7th at the Adler Theater. You can win your pair every day while we talk sports on Don't Hassle Us, We're Local between noon and 2. You can also register to win a pair by entering on the ESPN 93.5 app. Don't miss the Guitar Rock Fan of the Year, Joe Bonamassa, at the Adler Theater Thursday, March 7th. Tickets now on sale through Ticketmaster or the Adler Theater box office. Listen to win from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local and ESPN 93.5.
Why are you guys looking so chipper?
We just got our noodles tossed.
Excuse me?
That's right. We just got our noodles tossed at Grinders and Spaghetti House.
Oh, I get it. You mean they tossed your noodles in sauce?
Not just any sauce, the best sauce around. Meat sauce, marinara, Alfredo sauce.
You know, Grinders has great lunch specials starting at $2.99, and it goes 11 till 2 Monday through Saturday. Or you can get a family feast, a 16-inch gondola, half-gallon of pasta, and a loaf of your choice of bread, which is made from scratch daily. You can feed a family of 4 starting at $20.35. Go to grinderspaghettihouse.com for all the details. 3 locations in the QCs: Locust Street, Davenport, Kimberly Road, Bettendorf, and Avenue of the Cities, Moline. The king of the gondola and true Italian home cooking. Grinder Spaghetti House. Bet you can't wait to say,
We got our noodles tossed at Grinders and Spaghetti House.
Thank you for voting us Best in Takeout again. Come by and see why.
Now offering delivery through My Town to Go.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay-Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5. Now, back to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Welcome back to the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle's Local here on ESPN 93.5. Hey, Jay, we have who calling in right now?
He's calling in a few minutes, in just about 4 minutes. His name's Tom Alexander. He is the reporter for the Orlando Apollos of the
Your
AAF.
favorite team.
That's right, of the AAF. So
And we remind everybody out there, if you're looking for a spot to watch the AAF games, Pints is going to be your AAF headquarters. Harrington's is going to be your fleet headquarters, and 1117 is going to be your Hot Shots headquarters. Because you can always get the Hot Shots at 1117.
Yeah, every day.
I've never served Hot Shots.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so, Tom will be calling him momentarily, but yeah.
Hey, what's this NASCAR stuff?
What stuff? What
Well,
happened?
they drive it left.
Okay. Well, they're going to be disqualifying cars for failing post-race inspections, I believe.
For the next race?
For cars?
This is a big deal. I know a couple people are talking about it on the chat line here. Easer A's.
I could have guessed that without even looking at it.
Kyle. No, but this is a big deal.
Yeah.
You guys know anything about it?
I mean, I haven't heard a single one about it, but I understand what it means because they used to just fine people. I know that. They would fine cars if they were illegal for, getting too much wind a certain way or something like that. But now they're going to disqualify them altogether.
Yeah, like take away the win.
Yeah, they'll take away a win or take away your finish, which takes away points. Okay, well then people should quit cheating then, right? I mean that should really put an end to it.
So they announced this yesterday. They break the rules, they're disqualified. So if you're illegal, you don't win.
Man.
I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, but I think it's a big deal.
Good thing the NFL doesn't do that.
Well, who's the cheaters? Who are they going after?
I don't know.
Rusty Wallace.
I mean, is anyone feel targeted by this?
They never lost.
I don't know.
It's something to look into.
Yeah, Easer A's, if you're listening, who's considered the number one cheater in NASCAR, I guess, would be my question.
They say Kevin Harvick's number 4 Stewart Haas racing team was penalized and fined after his victory in the 2018 playoff race at Texas Motor Speedway. I don't know. I mean, they don't really list a whole bunch of people.
Rubbin's racing, though, so that's legal still, right?
Sure.
I'm just throwing out my terms, I know.
I don't. You already surpassed me.
So, again, let me follow up on this. If they don't pass the inspection post-race, they are suspended for the next race, right? Or are they disqualified from that race?
The one that they just won, they get last place, I believe.
That makes sense, but
what if they were already in last place?
Yeah. They're not going to...
Well, you're not first.
You're last. I got you.
We could do that. We could do this all day and not get anywhere. Just keep doing it.
All right, we tried.
Wait, no, it's something to look into.
Can we talk about The Bachelor again?
No,
it's way more
everyone gets so upset.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was tongue kissing during a NASCAR race?
Stop.
Okay, Kyle Jackson out here in the Veins Pizza Pub Grill Facebook comment thread says they'll take a playoff seat as well.
A seed?
Seat. Playoff seat.
So if you get disqualified, then you can't make the
Okay,
playoffs.
here we go.
They
do have only inspecting the winner and second place. So they're not going to inspect if you get last.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
They're only inspecting to second place?
First and second.
Okay. Oh, Well, sorry to interrupt that, but hey, you're on the air, ESPN 93.5. Is this Tom?
No, this is Mikey. I'm with Balls and Sticks, the podcast. But what this does is that it actually takes, when you win a race, you automatically qualify for the playoffs. And so because of that, if you don't get that win, you no longer are automatically eligible for the playoffs.
Now, Mikey, are they going to, let's say it was the first place racer that gets disqualified. Does then the second place racer, as long as his car was legal, does he get the first place finish then?
As I read the rules, that's how it should be.
And then if I'm reading that correctly, let's just say first and second both get disqualified. Then will they inspect?
Keeps going on down the list.
And then they'll inspect each car as they go down the list. Then I take it.
Every car has to be inspected post race. That's just a mandatory thing.
I got you.
So everybody gets inspected, but by the time they go through, if they fail, now some of the guys argue that your springs can settle. So your height might not be the same, and you didn't do anything illegal, but you failed post-race inspection. So this is where the teams are going to argue against it. They're going to look at it as if they're being disqualified for something they didn't intentionally do.
Now, is there a lot of weight to that? I mean, do you feel that that's going to be the case more than not?
No, most failing of inspections are based on invalid parts, which is a weird one. You have a certain amount of time to get your parts inspected before the race, and if you don't get it in time, you can then be disqualified later in post-race inspection because you have a part that wasn't approved.
So these guys know that going in, correct? I mean, they know if a part's going to be illegal or not illegal, correct?
Most of the time, that's true. There are a few cases where you'll be a tenth of an inch off and a 16th of an inch off, and that can actually hurt you because it'll fail inspection, even though you thought it was legal at the time.
Okay, so I'm trying to read your reaction into this. Do you agree with the ruling, or do you think it's BS?
So again, it depends on how well they improve their inspections, because their inspections have been found a little faulty in the past. If they've found ways to improve it, which they have with their laser guided templates and all that stuff, they've improved it quite a bit. So it should be a good thing. And it is nice to know as a NASCAR fan that some of the guys that have cheated their way into the playoffs aren't going to be in there anymore.
Now, Mikey, let me ask you this: why wouldn't they do the inspection pre-race? Is there the thought that they would cheat?
They actually do a pre-race inspection, but you can change the cars during the race.
I got you. All right.
Your cars are inspected like 20 times in a race weekend, and in the middle of the race, you can actually do things to raise and lower your car out of compliance.
Gotcha. So, but after the race is done, that's kind of hard because they're not hitting pit row after the race.
Well, they do it right on pit road as you're coming in.
I got you.
They do it before you do anything else. You go through post-race inspection, and they can pretty much tell you whether or not you're going to fail or pass. And at that point, you're kind of up the creek.
Well, I guess I mean it goes back to my original take. Then I mean it's really going to make people stop cheating. If that's I mean, do you feel a lot of crews try to get away with it?
I think they'll still try to get away with it. Again, some of what they'll do is things that that will get you the advantage through most of the race, and then try to take it back. But if they don't take it back enough, they'll still fail. So, it's going to be one of those things that I think it'll be good for the sport overall.
All right. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you calling. I appreciate you listening and caring about this. I know we sometimes make silly fun of NASCAR, but it does matter. So.
Hey, Mikey, do me a favor. Plug your podcast for us real quick.
It's Balls and Sticks, the podcast. It's on Blog Talk Radio. We do it most of the time Saturdays at 2 p.m. It's just a couple of local guys having fun talking national sports.
Cool. Let's be in touch. Let's have you on sometime.
Yep, love to. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mikey.
Talk to you soon. Thanks,
Bye.
Mikey. All right, that was great.
Well, yeah, at least, I mean, a lot more knowledge about that than we did. Thank God. Well, yeah, that's going to be, it definitely is going to be interesting because if you have, let's say, your premier racer get disqualified, like, who's the number one guy every year right now? Serge, any help? Dang it, come on, guys.
I don't know.
We are really NASCAR dumb.
Well, that's okay. At least we admit it.
I'll do
I know.
I'll do my homework on it, but I don't know.
But I'm just saying, whoever.
It.
I mean, back in the day, it was kind of Jeff Gordon, or not really, but I don't know.
I got to interrupt you here. Hold on a second.
All right, we got another call.
Hey, 93.5, this is Jay.
Hi, this is Tom Alexander with the Orlando Apollos.
Hey, the Tom Alexander. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hi, Tom. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hey, thanks so much for getting a hold of me. It has not been the easiest for me to get a hold of anybody to talk to us about the AAF. Like I told you when we connected over Twitter, we're here in Iowa, Eastern Iowa, and on the border of Iowa, Illinois. We're finding out more and more, even though we've been talking about it since the real announcement, which was basically like February of 2018. We've been following it. We've been supporting it, but we just still feel like a lot of people around here aren't that familiar with it.
Sure.
And I've been trying to reach out to people. Yesterday we had Drew McDonald on, the offensive lineman for the San Antonio Commanders, and we're trying to get more and more people on to promote this up here and get people excited. So I thank you very much for getting back to me. Like I told you, I'm an Orlando Apollos fan.
Hey, all right, you made a good choice.
Yeah. Well,
only because he likes Rocky and Apollo goes with Rocky.
Well, we decided that we all had to pick a team for some reason or another, right?
Hey, that's as good a reason as any. As long as you're sporting the orange and blue, that's okay by me.
It's hard for me too. Their best shirt is sold out on the site.
Yeah, they're restocking as we go. I ordered some stuff yesterday for myself and my family, so there's some stuff there. Dick's Sporting Goods also carries Alliance gear on their website and in their stores.
Oh, nice.
All right, so
what's the reaction so far been down in Orlando where you're at? I mean, are people truly excited for this version of football, I guess?
Yeah, I think the buzz is building. We had our media day yesterday, so the local media here in Orlando got to meet our starting quarterback Garrett Gilbert and talk with Coach Spurrier and our general manager Tim Ruskell and Terrence Garvin, one of our linebackers. And they got to watch our first practice of the regular season yesterday. So there's, the local buzz is now building now that we're back from training camp out in San Antonio. And, we're hoping to keep that ball rolling and have a packed stadium for Saturday night.
Who do you feel is going to be the star of this team? Have you have any inclination?
Man, there's so many. We have, I think, the deepest roster in the Alliance in terms of pure talent. We've got speed on both sides of the ball. Lots of athletes. I think we have the deepest quarterback core of any team in the Alliance, and it's these guys are going to be fun to watch in general. A couple of the guys that stood out in training camp. Earl Okine, one of our outside linebackers. He's 6'7", so it's impossible for him not to stand out. He's the tallest player on the team, but he's going to be a force rushing the quarterback off the edge in our 3-4 defense. We've got Garrett Gilbert, our starting quarterback, who's got very recent NFL experience. He got into the Week 17 game for the Carolina Panthers just this past season. And at running back, we have Akeem Hunt is our likely starter, and he was most recently with the Kansas City Chiefs. And Charles Johnson at wide receiver, who's had 500 receiving yards or so for the Minnesota Vikings just a couple of years ago, and looked really good in training camp and in our scrimmage. So those are some names, but I would say you just never know. You never know till we get out there.
How's the old ball coach? How's he looking?
He looks great. It's funny. He steps on the field and he looks 20 years younger. He's excited to be here. He's in there rolling up his sleeves. He's calling the plays. He's running the offense. He's coaching the quarterbacks. He's right in there. And he's been out of coaching for a few years now, but he looks like he hasn't missed a step. He's definitely stayed up on the new trends in offense because offensive football in general has changed so much just in the last couple of years. And there's some new wrinkles in his scheme to keep up with the times and to make use of all the athletes we have. And he looks great. He's got, he's excited, and he says, he sounds very happy to be here.
Now, you mentioned the depth of this team, and I'm looking at the running backs. You have Ernest Johnson, who was all-time leader in all-purpose yards at USF. And then people up here in Iowa might know Devon Smith, running back from Michigan. He was a 3-year starter, right?
Yeah, 3-year starter at Michigan for the Wolverines. He was the team's leading rusher for those 3 years. He's been with a couple NFL teams, never got into a regular season game, but he's more of a power guy than our other two backs. And he had the longest run from scrimmage of all of our backs in our scrimmage game against San Diego during training camp.
Who won that scrimmage game?
We did, but it was unofficial. Obviously,
Well, I'm a huge Fleet fan. I just wanted to make sure. I want to see what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
it's all right.
No, but I will say San Diego did look very impressive in that game, and their coach Mike Martz is definitely still every bit the play caller he was when he was in the NFL.
I'm intrigued by the receiver, Marvin Bracey Williams.
Yeah, he former U.S. Olympic sprinter. He's a native of Orlando, so he's playing for his hometown team. He played a little wide receiver at Florida State in college, and he's been in a couple of NFL training camps, but hasn't got a real hard look at that level. So he's here playing receiver for us. He may run back some punts on special teams, and he says he's the fastest man in football, period. And given his background, I tend to agree.
On defense, you already mentioned the 6'7" linebacker, but you've got Andrew. How do you say his last name? Ankara?
Andrew Ankara, yeah.
He was a first-team All-American for James Madison University.
We have a couple of guys from JMU. Yeah, we have a couple guys from JMU. We have Andrew Ankara on defense, and on offense, we have Ishmael Hyman at wide receiver. So it's we've got some guys from smaller schools. One of our safeties, Jerome Coupland, is a William & Mary alum. So we have most of our guys are from the Southeast because of the way the Alliance allocates players. But we've got guys from all across the country, coming and contributing down here.
Well, that should play well for you guys. I mean, obviously, Florida itself is stacked with great athletes, let alone you start adding in Georgia and Alabama into the pool that you guys can pull from. I mean, you should offensively and defensively, have the athletes to compete with anybody, you'd think, right?
Yeah, I think we're the fastest team in the Alliance just because of all of the players we have from the Florida schools, and especially the university. We have a lot of former Florida Gators, but guys from every college football team in Florida, and guys from here are known for their speed. So, we benefit from that on our pass rush, in our defensive secondary, in our receiving core. They've just been real impressive all through camp.
Tom, you yourself, you're from UCF?
Yeah, hashtag built by UCF. Yes, sir.
Yes, I kind of you can read that in your write about defense, about especially on the defensive tackle, Antonio. What's his last name?
Garrod.
And when you write that he was a key member of the undefeated night squad that won a share of college football's national championship.
Yeah, hey, it's right there in the NCAA record books, pal.
I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah, that's great. Tom, yourself, how did you get involved with the Orlando Apollos?
Well, I worked in TV news here in Orlando for about 10 years as a writer and producer, and since then I've been freelancing the last couple with some newswire services and couple of sports blogs. Wrote for a little while for yanksgoyard.com, which is part of Fansided. And the opportunity came up with the Apollos. And, I, like you guys, was excited and intrigued about the Alliance when they announced it, about a year ago now. I loved the concept. I loved some of the rule changes to make the game safer and just the overall approach to make the game safer in general. And I thought, if any spring league was going to have a shot to make it, beyond what some of these other alternative football leagues have done, it was the Alliance, given the people involved and the overall concept. So when the opportunity came up, I took a shot. Here I am.
Well, we'd love to have you back on throughout the season, just to
Real quick, Tom. Sorry if I'm keeping you. Can you just elaborate on some of the rule changes because, like I said, this is still relatively new to our listeners in our area.
Yeah, I mean, the most noticeable ones are we have no kickoffs. Kickoffs are some of the most dangerous plays in football. So at the end of the start of the new half or after a score, the team takes it at the 25-yard line. No onside kicks either. Instead, we have an onside conversion. So if you're behind in the score and you want to try and get the ball back after a score, you have the opportunity to take a 4th down and 12 from your own 28-yard line. You convert, you keep it. If you don't, your opponent's got the ball in your end of the field. Those are the two of the biggest ones that you'll notice when you watch our games. And then also, we don't kick for extra points. You got to go for 2 after every touchdown.
Wow, I love it.
That is for some reason.
That's something I didn't. Yeah, those things that escape me. Yeah,
that's so. Is this any way? I mean, I know you guys signed kind of like a deal with the NFL and some of these rules. Is this kind of like a trickle down effect that the AAF feels like, hey, let's start doing these rules, and the NFL kind of also co-signs it because they're looking at maybe using it as well?
Well, Jeff Fisher, the longtime NFL coach, is on the head of our committee that helped design these rule changes. So obviously they come from a guy who's got a lot of experience in the NFL. I don't know that the intention was for it to trickle into the league per se, but it's definitely, I think once people see it, it's going to start a trend in the game because especially with our onside conversion, it's a really exciting play. You get the ball in the hands of most of the time your best player and your quarterback to try and get your team down from behind, and nobody's really out of it. It's 4th and 12. That's not unmakeable. And if you get it, then you get to keep going. So our games are going to be really exciting, especially at the end. And so who knows? Who knows if that'll get adopted at other places.
And then on your tweets, you mentioned the bounce house.
Yeah.
What's the bounce house?
Yeah. The bounce house. We play our home games at Spectrum Stadium, which is UCF home stadium, and when the fans get jumping, it literally bounces. That's not an exaggeration. That's not a lie. It literally bounces. It can get really loud. 24/7 Sports just named it the 4th toughest place to play in college football in the country. So it's going to be a significant home field advantage for us going into the season as long as we can get it packed and get it loud.
That's great. So you sound really excited about it, and I think that's fantastic. And we're definitely looking forward to this season coming up, and still following this and getting people excited about it. Tom, I'd love to stay in touch with you and maybe have you on again sometime.
Yeah, anytime. So 8 p.m. CBS Saturday night, first games of the Alliance season, and then 2 more Sunday on CBS Sports Network.
Where can people follow you at, Tom?
You can follow me on Twitter at @TomAlexander. You can follow the Apollos account at AAF Apollos.
All right, Tom. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy getting ready for the launch.
We're at practice right now, actually.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm not going to take any more of your time. Thank you so much, and I'll be in touch with you. Thanks, Tom.
All right. Thanks, guys.
You have a great day. Bye.
You too.
Front Street Brewery, the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, is nestled beautifully along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. It's served the fine community of Davenport since 1992, and with great beers on tap, such as their Davenport Gold, a satisfying American ale, the Wise Guy, their take on an instantly recognizable German wheat, or you can try the Raging River, an English-inspired American IPA. Check out their Facebook page for food and drink specials, or visit the webpage for www.frontstreetbrew.com. We're calling all bars and restaurants to get a hold of your local distributors and put some Front Street Brew on your tap lines or in your coolers today. That's Front Street Brewery, 208 East River Drive, with a tap room in the Freight House Complex.
This is UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local on ESPN 93.5. Give me a hell yeah! Woo!
Renewal by Anderson. Anderson.
I'm Sam Hare with Renewal by Anderson. The Spring Home Show is on the way. It's time to start thinking about replacing those old, drafty, and hard-to-open windows with new, energy-efficient, and easy-to-clean windows from Renewal by Anderson. See our easy-to-clean and low-maintenance windows that'll also save you on energy. This year, you can register to win $20,000 in windows and doors. Through February, buy one window and get one 40% off. Plus, we have exclusive home show savings. And text the word HOUSE to 96714 for additional home show savings. Spring is a great time to start thinking about new windows on your home, and buying is easy with our special home show financing plans. Text the word HOUSE to 96714 for additional home show savings. Check out renewalbyanderson.com for details, or visit our showroom on 35th Street in Davenport.
Renewal by Anderson. We love our new windows.
Hey, it's T-Roy from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We've got your chance to win tickets to see two-time Grammy-nominated blues rock guitarist Joe Bonamassa, Thursday, March 7th at the Adler Theater. You can win your pair every day while we talk sports on Don't Hassle Us, We're Local between noon and 2. You can also register to win a pair by entering on the ESPN 93.5 app. Don't miss the Guitar Rock Fan of the Year, Joe Bonamassa, at the Adler Theater Thursday, March 7th. Tickets now on sale through Ticketmaster or the Adler Theater box office. Listen to win from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local and ESPN 93.5.
This Valentine's Day at Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry, we have selected 3 amazing Valentine deals starting at just $99. And with every purchase, you will receive a rose from Coleman's Florist and Lago Marcino's Chocolate.
As always, we have our gorgeous bridal collection starting as low as $299 with interest-free financing available.
We're your one-stop shop at Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry, 2115 East 12th Street in the village of East Davenport, home of the new Wow Factor.
Happy Valentine's Day!
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5. Now, back to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
In the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us, We're Local here on ESPN 93.5. And joining us, our Quad City Storm boys. Welcome to the show.
How's it going, fellas? Thanks for having us.
All right, Rothy.
Yes.
Introduce our new guys.
All right,
and not new to the Storm, but new to our studio.
Well, one fairly new to the Storm. So to my immediate left, we have Cody Walsh.
A.K.A. the Sheriff.
A.K.A. the Sheriff. He's one of our assistant captains. Was not in SPHL. Was planning on taking some time off at the beginning of the year, but Chesney talked him into coming back, and he's been one of our top defensemen since joining the program. And down on the far side, we got Shane Bennett, most recently nicknamed the Bullet by this very show.
The Bullet.
He came over.
Fastest man on ice, right?
He is fastest guy in the SPHL. Is that safe to say?
One of them.
Definitely one of them. He came over from
Just
Fayetteville.
say yes, Shane. Say yes.
Just say yes. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Came
Don't
over.
let Peoria hear that you think you might know. Peoria, you let him know, man.
He came over from Fayetteville about a month ago now, right? And he's
about a month.
About a month, and he has been scorching hot since and got 3 or 4 goals now, 3 assists. 4 goals, 3 assists. He's been on fire. So great addition, and both teammates at multiple times last season, right?
Yep. Yeah. We started out in Fayetteville together actually last year, and then ended up getting traded to Mississippi together. So it was.
You guys are connected at the hip, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And
always stuck with each other.
Yeah, I know. I can't get rid of them. I got to drive them.
It's like that movie Stuck on You. You guys are just.
He's the one that got me to come here, basically. So
nice.
It was all for him.
That's great. Well, we're happy to have you. So let's see, you guys from Fayetteville. Where else? Well, start with you, Cody. Where all have you played at?
I started out. This is my 3rd year in the league now. So I started out my first year in Roanoke, Virginia, and then last year we were in Fayetteville, and then traded out to Mississippi, and now we're in the Quad Cities. So
Bullet.
I started last year, so this
Okay.
was my second year.
Yeah.
I started in Fayetteville, went to Mississippi, and then they ended up folding last year. So I went back to Fayetteville to start this year, and then got traded again. So now I'm here.
Cody, where are you from originally?
Just outside of Chicago, about 30 minutes out.
What's that?
Northwest suburbs, so Rolling Meadows, Illinois.
Nice. Surge?
Schaumburg.
Surge, yeah.
All right.
My
Is
wife's
that-
from Lombard, so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Downers Grove?
Yeah.
All right.
We just
shrugged.
actually picked up a kid
Yeah,
on that trade goal.
I just read that at the big trade.
Mhm,
Like
yeah.
three guys, or
We
two
got-
guys, and then you signed the
we
right.
got
You got the rights to somebody.
Two guys and the rights to Joseph Widmar, who's in the ECHL right now. So Austin Hervey went to Peoria.
Yeah.
And we got in return Gall, who he was just talking about, and Dean Yakura, who's a longtime veteran, great center, which we are short on right now due to the injury bug. And yeah, excited to get those guys in for the weekend series versus Peoria coming up.
Yeah, Shane, where are you from originally?
Buffalo, New York.
Okay. So it's it's still a little. So were you aware of the Quad Cities, Cody, before?
Yeah, actually, I knew a couple of guys that were playing for the Mallards.
Okay.
I used to play with them back in the day.
Yeah.
know.
And then you probably were just like, "What's Quad Cities?" And
I mean, I've heard of it, but
It's like, if it's not the Bills or the Sabres, I don't know, right?
yeah, I guess.
So I think with the moves that they're making, and you guys are right on the outside looking in, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, it's. I think this is all happening. I like the moves that they're continuing to make the team better. Obviously,
Yeah, I mean, they've called me to let me know what had happened, and of course, these guys are much closer to it than I am. But Hervey been great for us, but I think a little shakeup doesn't hurt. And from my standpoint, watching, I'd been frustrated for them. I mean, up till the last game we had, coming off a pretty controversial weekend in Huntsville, they had a eventual game-winning goal in overtime. They got counted, and looking back on the clock, it showed time had been expired for about a second and a half.
Bad beat.
But they got a point out of it. Huntsville's been moving up the standings. They're now third in the league. But prior to the very last game, I thought the four before it had probably been the most consistent three-period efforts of the season. And they'd all been close games, just coming out on the wrong end. And you get in that kind of a funk where you're playing well, but you're not getting points that should be coming to you. So I think a little shake-up is going to do well. And the last time we had Peoria at home, which we'll have them again Saturday, they spanked them. It was on New Year's Eve, a 4-1 final. So even though Peoria's at the top of the league right now, the rivalry always brings out some good stuff. So I think it could be a good weekend for them.
Well, those guys down there are too busy watching The Bachelor in Peoria.
Oh, I think they might be guilty of that here too.
Yeah, we had Bachelor night last night.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
See?
We got a fantasy going. We got a fantasy
got a
going.
fantasy?
Oh yeah.
What the heck?
God, you just became his favorite.
Oh my lord, this is
Just became his
fantastic.
favorite.
We could talk all day about anyway. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Anyway, what was I going to ask? You guys threw me off. Oh, how was your trip? How was the bus ride down there?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. We actually got to leave early. So we had a hotel room on what have been Thursday night.
So you missed some of the cold, right, or no?
Actually got to wear shorts outside, so it was
so
actually,
nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
nice.
it's really
nice
I
down there.
tried laying out by the pool for a second.
Yeah.
Tried to take in some fresh air.
45 degrees outside.
We were walking to the rink.
Yeah, we were walking to the rink. Hair wasn't freezing.
Oh, that's great.
And this Saturday is Hockey Fights Cancer Night. So Wednesday night, right? You can come in.
Yeah, so tomorrow from 10 to 7, we will have the paint out, all different colors. No matter what color represents the cancer you or a loved one has fought, it will be there. You can paint their name or your name on the ice, as many names as you want. That is free. It's open to everybody. You don't have to be coming to the game on Saturday, though we'd certainly love to see you there. And like you said, Saturday night is Hockey Fights Cancer Night, 7 o'clock start. It is versus Peoria. A portion of all ticket proceeds will be going to Gilda's Club, and it's going to be a packed house, so always entertaining.
Guys, does that affect you at all, the ice, when it's painted like that?
I'm sure it'll be different.
It takes like a pregame skate to get used to, because I know the last game that we had, I think the veterans names all over. It was like all in red and blue, so like the red line and the blue line were kind of like I guess same color as all the names that are around the ice. But we've been playing for so long, so we know all the how the ice is. So it's almost second nature.
I haven't played in a game like that yet where they've written all over the ice. So I guess we'll see how it goes this week. Practice
Is that hard to call?
No, I don't think so. some of the, of course, without names on the ice, Attack Slayer Ice has more sponsorship logos than most ice does. So some opposing radio guys come in and they're like, I don't know how you deal with this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
Tell him to just shut up.
Yeah,
Quit
stop
crying.
complaining.
Yeah.
Probably the Peoria announcer.
That's the only team you know. In
That's
this
whatever.
league.
The Peoria. We got a question out there on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook line, guys. They want to know where you played your juniors at.
I played in the NAHL, the North American Hockey League. I played there for like 3.5 years, 4 years. So.
Which team?
Name it. I was a little bit of a suitcase in that league, but it's all right. I played in Traverse City, Michigan, Topeka, New Mexico, New York, Jamestown, New York, which is right by.
So this is all in high school, right?
18 to
Okay.
21, 17 to 21 years old.
Okay,
gotcha. And
I stayed right at home to start. I played 2 years for the Buffalo Junior Sabres in the Ontario Junior Hockey League, and then I got traded up a little bit northwest of Toronto for Milton, Ontario, in the same league. So that's all I did, really.
Yeah.
So now, favorite hockey movie is Youngblood, right?
It's up there.
It's up there.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Any true stories, like, where that lady keeps you at the house?
What, the
like
Miss
that?
McGill?
Yeah.
No.
All right. This is my favorite hockey movie. I have to ask.
You ask everybody.
Yeah. Sorry.
So what is the best hockey movie?
I'm a big fan of Mystery Alaska.
Underrated.
It's very underrated, but Mighty Ducks is always up there too. You got all three.
Watched that the other day.
Yeah, we did.
Do you guys follow any other sports? Like, are you a big Buffalo Bills fan?
I don't watch much of it, but I mean, if they make the playoffs, then I'll watch playoff games. But like, I don't really.
Yeah.
They don't really make it that
bandwagon
much.
fan.
But yeah, no, not bandwagon. I'm from there. I'm allowed to be the fan of it.
It's like being from Iowa, being a bandwagon Hawkeye fan.
I'm a big golf fan, so
Okay.
Nice.
It's I like following golf a lot, so whenever it's on, I usually.
Who's your favorite golfer?
Always Tiger Woods.
Yes.
He's a goat, I think. So.
I love it. Yeah.
T-Red's in a fantasy.
You like the new nickname Ricky Fowler got?
What was that? Sorry.
Can I say it?
No.
I heard he
Big
choked
Blank
though.
Rick.
Yeah.
I heard he choked.
Well, he almost
Almost.
did.
Almost.
Yeah, he almost.
Yeah, we didn't get to watch that part. So
You guys are probably busy.
Yeah.
Practicing or scoring goals, one of the two.
Yeah.
he's the goal scorer.
Oh, okay. You're the sheriff. That's right.
So, what are some of the, who do you guys like to play? You guys are playing Peoria quite a bit. Does it get on your nerves, or is that trip like to Huntsville? Is that a nice break and you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's always nice, like being able to go more south, right? So you get to, especially for some of the first year guys and stuff like that. They haven't really experienced the league fully, but Peoria's Peoria. You know what kind of game it's going to be. It's going to be a hard, gritty game.
So are they the dirtiest team in the league? Is that true? I mean,
it's all over the Twitter, right?
I want to say they get away with the most.
They get away with a lot of stuff, but
I don't like that.
they know how to play.
They're a good
they're a good team,
Right.
Respectfully saying so.
So they're not
nice for
dirty.
travel,
They're
too.
playing within the rules, but they like to be as rough as they can push it.
Yeah.
All right.
But we like to do the same thing.
It is nice for travel, though.
Yeah.
What do you guys? What do you when you're not playing around? What are you guys doing around the Quad Cities? Where are you guys hanging out?
I haven't gotten out much yet. I haven't been here that long, but I haven't been out much to do very much yet. I mean, we've been away the last few weekends too, so I mean, traveling a lot. Just
I guess you in
No,
Buffalo.
off
you
season,
just
you guys gonna
practice
stick
every
around
day.
here, or what are your plans?
I have a house out in Grand Rapids, Michigan that I go to, so yeah, I like it out there, so I'll probably be going back. I get free ice out there too, so.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty convenient.
Yeah, I'll be back in Buffalo.
And then, like, plans are to come back next year.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
of course.
how it works. I mean,
Yeah,
is
I don't
it
think it's
signed
going to
multi-year
fold. It
contract,
looks to
or-
me like the turnout's been
Yeah.
pretty good. The Quad Cities is showing up and supports you guys, so that's great. We love it.
Yeah, we appreciate all the support that the fans give us. It's unbelievable. I think it's probably one of the better organizations, within the whole entire league for sure. So, I mean, with all the organizations I've been with.
Yeah, definitely. Fans seem way more into it. They're definitely way louder. We get way more fans than we did in Fayetteville. So, I mean.
I mean, I know you guys you're playing it, you're practicing it, but do you guys still follow the NHL or quite a bit?
I watch the highlights every night on YouTube. They do like the game recaps, and just before I go to bed, I'll watch them always. Just, I don't know, it's something to do.
Yeah, it's something pretty much to take up time, But yeah, I try to follow the Hawks games as much as possible.
Do Blackhawks?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm in a fantasy league too, so gotta keep up on that.
How does that work?
There's like a draft, and you
get understand how
10
fantasy
players.
works. How does the scoring work?
You're on a sports show.
I was getting to it.
I thought you were like starting from like step one, like first
I was
you have to
getting
sign up for a league. And
I mean, you have like 10 guys, and every goal is 3 points. Every assist is 3 points, and if it's a power play goal, it's another point. And then for goalies, like, it depends on how many saves you get and how many goals you scored on. It's
kind of like fantasy football.
You have to set a lineup every day.
Pretty much, yeah.
You have to set your lineup every day.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of games.
Who was the number one pick in the draft?
I think I had the first pick, and I got McDavid.
I really don't know who that is.
From Edmonton.
Okay.
He's one of the best players in the league for sure.
He's really good.
All right. I just know like the Capitals won the cup. That's what I know right now. So
he was a huge Las Vegas Knights fan.
I was, yeah. I thought that was a great story.
Yeah.
But I kind of jumped over to the Minnesota Wild this year.
Ooh. It's a painful allegiance there.
That's tough.
I lived there for a while, so I'm allowed to be a fan, right? Right, Bullet?
Yeah, sure.
Not a bandwagoner.
Bullet.
Do you guys do any other fantasy sports? I mean,
other than The Bachelor?
Other than The Bachelor, no.
Well, we're going to end with that, all right? Don't worry about that. We're getting to that. But do you guys do any other fantasy sports at all? Like, do you do fantasy golf?
No, I used to actually, but not anymore. I mean, try to save my money.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in. The 9th is Hockey Fights Cancer Night. They're going to paint the ice tomorrow night, and that's from 10 to 7. You can do that?
Yep, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. anytime. Come on down there. Always staff there. You can get tickets. You can paint the ice.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions for us about the Quad Cities? Where you should go? What you should do?
What's actually one of the better food places around here?
Well, it depends on like
pizza and wings.
I know I'm pretty hungry right now, so Vans trying to figure out a place to go.
Pub and Grill, the wings and pizza are excellent. For
I know Barrel House fed you guys for your trip before you went to Huntsville.
We were actually just there for
Herbie's.
Right? Herbie's going away.
Okay,
good. A little lunch, so
yeah, that's always good. Lenardi's.
Lenardi's for a good Italian. Jimmy's Pancake House in Bettendorf if you just want like a family sit down breakfast / good. They have a great French dip. Serge?
We had our staff party for 11/17 last night. We took the crew out to Duck City. Duck City is, I think, always one of the top-notch places in town to eat. Chef Jeremy takes fantastic care of everybody that comes in that door. So it's fine dining. If you want to go fine dining, go Duck City.
Where is that?
Downtown Davenport, right on 3rd Street.
Okay.
And then
right around the corner from Vans downtown.
Might have to check that out for sure.
Can't go wrong with Happy Joe's Pizza. That's the home of the taco pizza. That's not a lie. It really was the place that had the first time. Have you ever had taco pizza?
Yeah.
So that's true.
It's true.
I've heard that. I didn't know it was true.
Ross's for another breakfast.
It's weird. It's weird getting out, and trying to venture out with different pizzas when you got the Chicago pizzas all around there.
Buffalo's got the best pizza.
Come on.
So you've heard about
go
the Quad City style pizza,
localslovers.com, guys.
Yeah, go to localslovers.com. We'll take you with that. We'll take a guide with you. I'm sure Chopper's texting right now.
Set, fellas. When you get time off, take this with you.
Light reading there for you.
Yeah. But yeah, you've heard of Quad City style pizza.
You know what?
So you have Chicago style, you have Quad City style, and then you have New York. What's the best pizza?
Buffalo style different?
What's the
New York. I don't even really know the difference, but it's definitely not the same.
New York is like your thin slice.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good.
Fold it in two and eat it or something.
But they're big, or they're big, long New York slices normally, right?
In Michigan, they always have it with ranch.
Yeah.
Everything's with ranch.
Buffalo's all blue cheese.
Yeah.
And it's really greasy. So.
For like subs, Hungry Hobo. There's like certain things when people come back to Quad Cities they always get. It'll be like Whitey's, Hungry Hobo,
Harris Pizza,
Happy Joe's type of thing. So, check those out. But yeah, you can also use localsloveus.com. Guys, thanks for coming in. Rothy, thanks for bringing them in. At any time, we'd love to have you on. Keep listening. And,
awesome.
And anyway, who you got to win the Bachelor?
I got Hannah G.
Is that the one I picked, Jay?
She's a good pick. Yeah. I think Cassie's gonna.
Cassie
take
came on
her
strong
away.
last
I haven't gotten a full body shot. I just had to go off headshots.
Yeah, so
I'm more of a butt guy.
Yeah.
Here's what's gonna happen to Hannah G. She's gonna pull that whole thing. I'm nervous. I feel comfortable, but I'm nervous to a point where it's gonna get annoying, and she's gonna lose out in the final two. Cassie's gonna win.
I think that's
my final
correct.
four for the take homes: Hannah G, Cassie, Kaylin, Tasha. Tasha won last night's episode. Hannah B from Alabama is psycho.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
100%. She majored in psychology in college.
You can see in the look in their eyes in the show. It's just like
she's nuts. So that was guys. Thank you so much. Good luck on Saturday night against Peoria. We'll be.
Can
following
I tell my
you guys.
makeout story now?
No, we'll be following you guys. Thank you so much for coming in.
So mean.
Thanks, fellas.
All right. Do you want the latest in TV and security technology but don't know where to start? Call Done Right TV and Security Solutions, your Ditch premier local retailer, and get started today. They'll take the guesswork out of choosing the latest in smart home technology with your budget in mind. Dish has been a leader in technology for years, and the Hopper Smart HD DVR interacts with your smart speaker to change channels, pause, and fast forward with just the sound of your voice. So sign up today and receive a Nest doorbell system free, courtesy of Done Right. Call 866-84-RIGHT today and let Done Right provide local, professional installation with personal service that is trusted by thousands of homeowners and businesses in the Quad Cities. Requires an internet-connected Hopper, and restrictions do apply. That's Done Right TV and Security, 866-84-RIGHT.
Twitter. Hey, this is Dorf with Dancing with the QC Stars. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN Radio 93.5.
This is Brian Rothenberger, radio guy for the Quad City Storm. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
So you're what they call an industrial athlete, but this ain't no gym. You're working hard, but you got the right tools to get the job done? Would you play football and roller skates? I don't think so. So if your gear is beat up, tore up, all around mucked up, come on in and boot up at Quad City Safety, 5311 Tremont Avenue, Davenport. Or check us out at quadcitysafety.com.
Get more with McGrath.
Everyone knows more is always better, and that's exactly what you get with the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport. Right, Gavin McGrath?
Without a doubt. We've got more of the used trucks everyone wants, and we'll save you more when you buy.
McGrath backs it up with prices from $10,988.
That's $10,988 on certified 4x4 pickups like F-150s, Rams, Sierras, and Silverados, plus pre-owned SUVs starting at $89,88.
And for those buyers with credit concerns?
It's no concern at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport. More finance sources to choose from and a team that works hard to get you approved.
It's tax time season, Gavin. Does that mean even more savings?
Absolutely. Bring in your tax refund and we'll double it up to $2,000.
More value for everyone at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport.
4618 North Brady Street in beautiful Davenport.
Online, McGrathAuto.com. Double your tax refund up to $2,000 varies based on price point.
Grammy-nominated Joe Bonamassa, hailed as one of the greatest guitar players. Blues rock titan Joe Bonamassa live in concert on Thursday, March 7th at the Adler Theater. Get tickets at the box office or online at Ticketmaster.com. Joe Bonamassa. Don't miss your chance to experience the guitar event of the year.
Get your maximum refund and your taxes prepared for half the price with AmeriFile.
I'm Christy, a single mom from Bettendorf. I got tired of paying $250 at H&R Block, so I went to AmeriFile. As advertised, they did my taxes for far less than half the price.
AmeriFile Tax Centers has the best tax prep deal in town. Taxes prepared for half the price of the other guys, and you get free Rudy's Tacos, free Whitey's, or free Hungry Hobo. Go to AmeriFile.com or call AmeriFile to schedule your tax appointment today and save.
Make locally owned AmeriFile your tax place. Tax reform starts now with AmeriFile in Moline and Davenport. AmeriFile, your tax reform experts, prepare your taxes to get you what could be the biggest tax refunds in history. Locally owned AmeriFile has the best tax prep deal in town. Your taxes prepared for half the price with free Rudy's, Whitey's, or Hungry Hobo. Go to AmeriFile.com for a 30% off coupon today or call AmeriFile at 762-8087.
I just kept hearing about people unhappy with the t-shirts they ordered, and I thought to myself, someone has to be able to do this the right way.
That's Michael Slider, owner of QC Custom Tees and More in Silvis.
We started listening to the customer more and adopted a motto of whatever it takes so the customer knows they can expect a quality job that's done on time.
Finally, a place in the Quad Cities where you can go to get a custom t-shirt done and know you'll be taken care of.
We're not done with the job until the customer is 100% satisfied. We try to follow up within 24 hours after the order leaves the building to make sure all was correct and that they're happy with our quality and service. I truly believe that's what sets us apart.
That must be why QC Custom Tees and More continues to grow year after year. If you need screen printing, embroidery, banners, promo products, or anything else custom printed, why not go to QC Custom Tees and More, where they'll do whatever it takes to make you happy. Check them out on Facebook or online at qccustomtees.com.
Now, back to Don't Hassle Us. We're local on ESPN 93.5.
Break it down. Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. Like a freak boy.
And we're back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish. We are Don't Hassle Us, we're local on ESPN 93.5. Thanks again to our Quad City Storm for stopping in.
Well, we got to thank Tom Alexander, too, for calling in because we went straight into the break there. But, I mean, that's a lot of fun. I'm telling you what, the Apollos, I know there's not a lot to go on because, like I said, I've been trying to get a hold of people, and I'm working on the Memphis Express, and I'll
are you? I bet.
Well, that's the last one that's got a hold of me.
What about Surge's Hot Shots?
The guy hasn't gotten back to me.
What about my San Diego guy?
That guy, I'm going to get back today and see how he's doing. He didn't reply back to me. I don't know. Maybe I have no idea.
Maybe it's you.
I'm starting to get a complex about that.
Oh, Jay.
Anyway, Apollos sound fast. They sound good. And when Vasco gets here, I'm gonna tell you my ideas about the Fantasy Football League for the AAF. But
I'm excited.
Anyway, that was...
How long till Vasco gets here?
They'll be here any minute, but that was cool. Cody and Shane, we got to thank them for coming in. The Sheriff and the Bullet.
The Sheriff and the Bullet, man.
Yeah. Thanks to Rothy for bringing them in.
That might be my two favorite combo nicknames. That's like Smokey and the Bandit.
Is that better than Shake and Bake?
I think it's better than Shake and Bake. It's better than Snowman and the Bandit, maybe.
That is pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good combo.
Sheriff and the Bullet. I mean, if those two were in it, so if those two were in that movie, the Sheriff would have to be Snowman. And the Bullet would have to be Bandit because he's the fast one.
Yeah.
And the Sheriff's just laying down protection for him. I love it. I think we can take those two and start a career for him.
I just couldn't stop looking at Cody's mustache. It was so good.
You're something else.
Well groomed. I like that. Anyway, so thanks a lot for them coming in. Guys, remember tomorrow night, all day tomorrow from 10 to 7, you can paint the ice for Saturday night's Hockey Fights Cancer at the TaxSlayer Center, the Storm versus Peoria Rivermen. That's going on. And again, thanks to Tom Alexander for calling in.
Hey, thanks for Rothy for being here too, man.
Yeah, of course. And so, like I said, we'll try to get more people in, but I feel good about the Apollos. They're fast. They're strong. A 6'7" outside linebacker.
Ed Too Tall Jones. 6'9".
I was so happy when he was talking. I had to do that take aim.
You know what they've said, that the Fleet are the front runners for this.
Who said that?
I've heard it on all the rankings.
No, you have not.
Yeah.
That wasn't that the guy that called in from CBS Sports
his,
and he said
his made up smack talk's worse than yours. Who's saying that? No, they're not.
Speaking of smack talk,
I'll bust him out on that.
Speaking of smack talk,
you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. A week from Friday, we get to play the teenagers, and one's not. By the way, one's a tween. They keep getting. So the teenagers and the tween, we get to play them at 4:30 at the main event in Poole.
It's a week from Friday.
A week from Friday.
So I had a little run-in with them.
What?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where? Were they cocky?
Did they get
On the
you?
streets.
Did
Oh,
they,
yeah.
did they corner you?
On the mean
Huh?
streets?
Yeah, they found me.
Yeah.
What?
They were popping into Pints, grabbing a donation.
Okay.
All
And I
right.
recognized him right away. Well, Ian right away is behind the bar, and he's like, "What are these kids doing here?" And I go,
Yeah.
these kids. I saw right away. I said, go talk to Ian. He'll take care of you guys. But Dad was with them, and right away, like as soon as they realized it was me, I went over and high fived them all, and
That's cool.
And then I said that you and I had been practicing.
Oh, yeah.
I told them that they're gonna get wrecked.
Oh, yeah. Feel good. I should go again and play pool, though. Get ready for it. Vasco.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, my friend?
Good. How's everyone doing?
Doing well. Dan Vasco from KLJB WHBF now in the studio with us. We just got done talking with Rothy, the Bullet, and the Sheriff from QC Storm.
Oh, yeah. Got a lot going on this week.
Yep. They got the fight, Hockey Fights Cancer.
And then the Paint the Ice thing, right? That's on
tomorrow,
Wednesday.
Yep, tomorrow 10 to 7. And I don't know if you heard earlier, I had Tom Alexander on from the AAF.
I saw that on Twitter. I think you tweeted it out. I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get someone. That's awesome.
Well,
so
yesterday
how'd it go?
we had an offensive lineman from the San Antonio Commanders. His name Drew McDonald.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah, but anyway,
Very cool.
Tom was awesome. He told us a lot about the players, and he's very excited about it, and it's pretty cool. You know, the ball coach is neat, too. He says he looks young.
Yeah.
Looks invigorated, and he's up to, the different offenses and everything.
He also said Mike Martz is every bit of the play caller you had been.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he's the Apollo?
No, he's
the
with the
Apollo.
Fleet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been thinking about this fantasy football league.
Oh, boy.
For the AAF?
Should we go to break before this? Do a quick break and then come right back?
Sure. We'll go to do a quick break.
Do a quick break,
Yeah.
and then you get going about your thing.
Sure.
That way we don't get cut off in the middle of it, because I'm excited about it.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
When we get back, Jay has his AAF fantasy
Well, you guys
rundown.
I'm going to give you how I think it should go, and you tweak it. We've all played fantasy football before. We should know how to make this thing pretty good.
I'm really good at it.
You're really good. Yeah. You sell yourself short.
What?
You're a heck of a slouch.
Turn me to slouch, Judge.
Yeah. Right.
Whether you're looking for a family getaway, friends and family group vacation, a romantic retreat for two, or you simply just need a travel professional to help you plan the perfect destination wedding, Throne Travel is here to help you. Let Throne Travel get started on your next vacation today. They firmly believe that travel is the best therapy you can purchase. So make sure you contact Janelle at 563-323-0889 or check out Throne Travel on Facebook. Once again, that's our friend Janelle at 563-323-0889. Throne Travel, make all your travel dreams come true.
This is Julian Vandervelde, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
This is Adam Rosso from Hawkeye Headquarters, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
We take you back to 1954.
I'm looking for a revolutionary sound.
Plug, 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 plug. Your toilet's plugged, plugged, plugged.
That's not it.
Well, since my baby left me, my party's been all plugged up.
Next.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Roto-Rooter.
That's it.
Roto-Rooter has been locally owned for over 60 years and is the trusted expert. Call the original Roto-Rooter for free estimates and fast 24-hour service.
Roto-Rooter.
Grammy-nominated Joe Bonamassa, hailed as one of the greatest guitar players. Blues rock titan Joe Bonamassa live in concert on Thursday, March 7th at the Adler Theater. Get tickets at the box office or online at Ticketmaster.com. Joe Bonamassa. Don't miss your chance to experience the guitar event of the year.
There's a reason people keep coming back to Casey's General Stores. Maybe it's because we've been serving communities like yours for over 50 years. Maybe it's the smiles and friendly conversation you'll find here. Or maybe it's because we continue to spend the extra time preparing our made-from-scratch pizza the way you want it. Right now, get a large chicken bacon ranch pizza for only $13.99. Casey's, famous for pizza. Not valid with any other offer.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
Are you retired? Don't want full-time? Have a CDLA? We've got the perfect job for you. This is Eric at Winger Truck Line, where flexible home time really means something. You don't have to drive for us full-time. Tell us when you want to work. Work the days you want. At Winger Truck Line, we respect you and what's important to you. Drive for Winger and you'll see. We say what we mean, and we mean what we say. Call me today at Winger Truck Line, 800-593-6433, or visit drivewtl.com.
Now, back to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
And we're back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us, we're local here on ESPN 93.5.
They don't call me the Lord of the Board for nothing.
They don't. And we have Dan Vasco in studio, and we left on break, letting everybody in the Quad Cities know that Jay Foster had the layout for the brand new AF fantasy football action.
This is for us.
Why are you whispering?
This is for
trying
us.
to make it as dramatic as possible, Jay.
This is for us. This is custom as I see it now. Unless the AAF comes out with their app anytime soon and says, "Here's how we suggest you run a fantasy football league."
No, Jay, we want you on that wall.
Yeah.
We need you on that wall, Jay.
Right.
You are our fantasy expert.
So there's 8 teams in the AAF, right?
Yes.
So you got to find a way to spread out enough players and whatnot and have backups. So I figured this: if we had an 8-team league, you have 2 divisions of 4 teams each. All right, and each division has their separate draft. So realistically, you could have the same quarterback in Division 1 and Division 2.
I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Now, there's a 10-week season. All right, so now I have a dry erase board in front
It's
of me.
almost like daily. It's like daily fantasy mixed with.
I know they can't. Yeah.
Monthly.
So in Division 1, let's just say we have team 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Uh-huh.
In Division 2, you have A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
Right? So Division 1 has their own draft. Division 2 has their own draft.
And these are 8 different people.
Yes.
Drafting.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Now, there are 10 weeks in the season.
Okay.
All right? Well, it's actually 12. For them, 11 and 12 is their semifinals and finals, but 10 weeks in the original division. All right. So here's...
So only 4 teams make the playoffs then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's my proposal. All right? We take week 1, and we treat that like preseason.
So that we can figure out who's good and who's not.
So the draft has to take place next week sometime to get everything.
Gotcha.
So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 weeks of regular season, meaning you play within your division, you play your opponents 2 times each.
Right.
Yep.
Top 2 from each division advance. The winner of Division 1 plays the second place in Division 2, and the winner of Division 2 plays the second place of Division 1. Seed it out, and then that's your semifinals in Week 8. Your finals are in Week 9. Leave Week 10 in case people sit people because of...
Do you think they will do that in the first? Yeah, I guess we don't know.
We have to anticipate the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I think it's pretty good for right now.
Ladies
I don't
and
see a
gentlemen,
problem with that.
This man
I don't
is
see
a
a problem with
fantasy god.
Because there's no way. I just don't think. I don't think we could get. I don't think you could get up to 1. I don't think we could get 16 people to do this.
Jay, I'd blow
Yeah,
holes
plus
in your
it's- then
theory.
it's-
I would blow holes in your theory. But there are none, Bird. It's perfect.
Thanks. That's what I say. There are none because we're worried about this. We're worried about.
Do whatever you want to his blowhole.
We're worried about
It's got to
names.
be a team name now.
Good Lord.
We're worried about names.
Look how excited
not
Sparky
knowing,
got.
Not knowing.
Woo! Well, that's live radio, folks.
Oh boy.
call me Sparky?
What do you mean? You think I'm just gonna let that one die?
Oh my goodness. All right. So, because we need to see how they're doing in week 1. So that only makes sense.
Hey, why don't you think we can get 16 people to do this?
Now I don't know because there's not enough time in playoffs after that.
And then would you have just 4 total divisions then at that point, and do 4 separate drafts?
Yeah,
with 16 people.
Yeah, that was my original plan.
I think 8's plenty.
For
the size of league.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But
I'm in. So
yeah, but
we got 4 right here.
I'll wait until Metcalf comes on live. I want him to turn us down again.
The only way you do it, you can do 16.
You know what we're gonna do with Metcalf? You know what? I'm done with this getting Metcalf crap. We're just gonna make him be in it.
We're gonna draft a team for him.
It's gonna call getting Sparkied. You're just in. You're just automatically in now.
You're getting Sparkied. The only way you can do 16 is if the division winners all make it in, and that means
I see.
So that means only 1/4 of the league is making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think this is at 8 here. So
I like it. I like this. You're like the top 2 from each division make it in, and then they do a cross.
Well, you know what, we got
two from one place, 1 from the other, right, like that, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm almost thinking. I don't know how this would work, but I was thinking maybe you separate the divisions just for the draft, and then after the draft, it's just all 8 free for all. Because, I don't like that division winners. What if the 4 teams are better than the division winner in the other division, but because they're in that division, they get to go into the playoffs?
Well, you know what?
Maybe you do both the division winners and then the best 2 remaining.
Sorry, San Diego Charger fan.
So
it
happens. So now
sorry, San Diego Charger fan. It happens.
Now we're into a wild card situation.
It happens
because
I think that would be fine if you just do the division winners and then the remaining 2 can just be the best 2 teams after that.
We can go ahead and do whatever the heck we want to. First of all,
absolutely.
So when you talk about Major League Baseball, I would agree with you. I don't like having divisions. I don't like it. I just want the top. I want the best teams in the playoffs, period. Being this is fantasy AAF. Let's go ahead and do the divisions. Fine. Luck of the draw. Win your division. But I also do like that not everybody makes the playoffs, because I was one of those people that didn't set my lineup all year long,
and he won.
Lost interest, wasn't paying attention, and then because everybody makes the playoffs, all of a sudden I make one trade of T-Roy, and then I actually set my lineup and I go on a tear. That's not fair to other people. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
But and that was it's free too, so it was like
exactly.
Yeah,
so everyone's like, "Oh, we don't care about this one." I want to be able to care about it myself as well.
All right, so we got us 4 in this room. So we got at least one division, and it doesn't have to be us 4. We'll randomly draw what division you're in.
Sure.
But Bowie's in, right?
Well, Bowie's on Messenger right now saying that he's got a league.
Oh, wow.
He took our ball and ran with it.
So he should give us some tips then.
He says, I have a league if you, Troy, and Serge one in. So Bowie, and even though we were messaging last week, and he said he can help us with whatever we need for putting together a league. But it looks like he already started one as well. So and now I got to go do my work and start really make a whole
Would we have to create the whole infrastructure of this thing, like set all the players and do the scoring every week?
We might have to do it by hand.
I would assume, right?
Well, Bowie said he'd help out with that.
Yeah.
Wait. So we're up to 5. We just need to fight 3 more. I'm sure Rosso would probably do it.
Rosso, yeah, I'm sure he would.
Easer A's would do it too, but yeah, Rosso.
Yeah, but
there'll be options.
It'll be easy. We have to do it in person draft. Is the only problem.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
In person is much better than text message.
I agree with that.
You could do a slow draft over email.
That's fine.
We could probably do it on like a Sunday.
Nothing was worse than that.
Well, it's got to be. Well, yeah, we got to check your schedule.
On a Friday.
Well,
I could do that too.
The thing they play 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday, so we won't see our, and then we won't have our.
We could do a Sunday night.
Is it? It's not this Saturday, right?
It sure is.
Is it really? Oh man,
get with it, man.
I thought it was a week away.
No, dude.
Your Birmingham team is really, really going to be upset with you.
Hey, I know the quarterback and the running back are all right. That's a good step.
Yeah, we got to get someone on from Birmingham as well too.
Really all right. With that being said,
yeah, man,
we can get this league filled up. We could do a Sunday night draft maybe, or a Monday night draft.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine with me. I don't care. I just think
Do everybody else's schedule.
Do a Monday night draft.
Yeah, I think this works. So that's what. Are you guys okay with that?
I think that's a fine
I like
setup.
it.
Yeah,
I like what it is.
Okay,
that'd be cool.
all right. Well, we're gonna need 3 more guys, 2 more. We'll get Bowie in, right?
Yeah.
Or if he
we
just
need
helps
3
us.
more. Bowie's in, and then of course, we're sure Rosso's in.
Well, you can't speak for him.
Well,
a busy man too.
Okay.
You know. Well, this is gonna be fun then. I'll try to put something together about the rosters and their depth chart.
If it goes like we had before, I bet Randazzo would want to be in, and Kakert would probably want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
There, it's filled.
Okay. Well, we'll ask.
As long
him.
as those guys don't have a problem with it, but
No. So I just like I said, we got to figure out what. Let's just do it like this right now, because obviously we know there's no kickers.
Right.
Right. So it's a quarterback, 2 running backs.
There are no kickers. Why not?
They're not. They're everything's a 2-point.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wideouts, and a tight end.
Okay. Do we have a flex?
No.
All right.
Not enough teams.
I like that.
Not enough teams in the league per se. You know
How
what
many
I mean?
on the bench then?
This will be
let's see,
really
you got
interesting.
1, 2, 4, 5. Right? No. 2. You got 6. I'd say
4 on the bench.
5 on the bench.
5.
Making 11 man roster.
It's a lot on the bench.
Did we say defense? By the way,
No defense.
No defense. Okay.
Don't have to worry about counting those points.
Yeah. That would be.
I think
taxing.
Easy Race has a question out there. Are they doing field goals?
No.
So what are they doing?
2-point conversions every time.
But would they go for it on 4th down?
goals.
Would they go for it on 4th down?
So they automatically go for it on every 4th down.
Maybe they are.
You know what?
doing
I
field
don't
goals.
think Tom did say that.
Somebody asked that. We didn't talk about it.
They
that
are-
would kind of
they
make
are
sense.
doing
though.
field goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So we
figure
could
they
do
got
a
to give
kicker as
kickers
well.
a chance. This will help the NFL so they can see if people
That's
can
what
actually
everybody was
kick,
typing
right?
earlier was Kicker Lives Matter.
Yeah, exactly. Cody Parkey's going to
Yes.
be great for the Birmingham
All right.
Iron.
Sorry. They do.
Have fun.
All right, so then we would have a kicker. So we'd have a
Yeah.
7-team
I mean,
starting
you
roster.
don't have to have a kicker. You can still.
Yeah,
go
I
with
still
what-
say you have 5 on the bench. It'd be 12 round draft.
Okay.
I've got Elliott Fry.
All right, Bredmer's in.
All right. I got Elliott Fry. He hasn't kicked in nearly a year for the Apollos, but that's their kicker. All right. So you want to take a quick break then?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break.
All right. Every Tuesday is Happy Tuesday at Van's Pizza Pub and Grill, and it's happy hour drink prices all day. Starting at 6, every large pizza is $12, and you can stop in and try one of the Van's specialties like the Rizzo, the Kelton Florentine, the T-Rex, or the Big Marcus. You can get any of Van's food items to go. Just go to vanspizza.net and check out their menu, and then you get a hold of Go Quad Cities at 322-2220, or you go goodtogoqc.com. To grab all these specials and more, check them out at 3333 North Harrison Street or downtown Davenport at 217 Brady. That's Van's Pizza Pub and Grill. Come get served.
I'd give a rat's ass about Twitter.
This is Matt Koss of the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Get down, 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 get down.
Gobo Productions presents One Night of Queen. Since forming in 2002, Gary Mullen and the Works have performed to sellout audiences all over the world. And now they're back in the USA for a brand new tour. One Night of Queen is a spectacular live concert recreating the look, sound, and showmanship of arguably the greatest rock band of all time. You'll hear classic Queen numbers including We Will Rock You, Fat Bottom Girls, Another One Bites the Dust, Bohemian Rhapsody, and We Are the Champions. One Night of Queen, performed by Gary Mullen and the Works. This show will rock you.
Coming to the TaxSlayer Center March 24th. Tickets are on sale now at the TaxSlayer Center box office and Ticketmaster.com. Presented by Town Square Media.
When storm damage hits, All Major Restorations is your insurance claim specialist. Loose or missing shingles, dented siding, or damaged windows. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities works with your insurance company, making the process quick and easy. The insurance company has people fighting for them. Let All Major Restorations work for you. Residential, commercial, and industrial. There's a reason they have an A+ accredited Better Business Bureau rating. Storm damage estimates are always free. Visit amrestorations.com. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities.
Are you retired? Don't want full-time? Have a CDLA? We've got the perfect job for you. This is Eric at Winger Truck Line, where flexible home time really means something. You don't have to drive for us full-time. Tell us when you want to work. Work the days you want. At Winger Truck Line, we respect you and what's important to you. Drive for Winger and you'll see. We say what we mean, and we mean what we say. Call me today at Winger Truck Line, 800-593-6433, or visit drivewtl.com.
There's a reason people keep coming back to Casey's General Stores. Maybe it's because we've been serving communities like yours for over 50 years. Maybe it's the smiles and friendly conversation you'll find here. Or maybe it's because we continue to spend the extra time preparing our made-from-scratch pizza the way you want it. Right now, get a large chicken bacon ranch pizza for only $13.99. Casey's, famous for pizza. Not valid with any other offer.
Hey, this is Dorf with Dancing with the QC Stars. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN Radio 93.5.
All right, we're back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us Local here on ESPN 93.5. We still got our man Dane Vasco.
Having fun in the Palace.
Uh-oh. Oh, baby. We know what that means. It's Hassle Streak bet time there, Hasslers. Oh, get in on the gambling action yourself. Go to mybookie.com to start your account, place your own bets. They've been in business for years and have great reviews online, and the mobile site's very easy to use. Not to mention the in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business. So lay down some cash and win big today. You win, they pay. That's the MyBookie way. And when you're there at mybookie.com, remember to use our promo code QCHassle to create your account to help activate all the bonuses. I lost last night. Sergi, you are up. What do you got for me, Big Cat?
Oh, buddy. We are going back to my bread and butter, NCAA basketball. A lot of games on tonight.
I take the Patriots.
Kind of what I was telling everybody. No, we're gonna go with we're gonna ride that Dookie train.
Uh-oh.
Go with Jay's Dookies. I love betting on Duke.
What is the
because if they lose, you're not unhappy?
23 and a half. Nice
against
try.
Boston College?
Against a horrible Boston College team.
Yeah.
They are, barely above 500. They have one impressive win on the entire year. The rest of it's all bunk wins. So, Duke.
Or you can go Michigan at Rutgers. I don't know, man.
Michigan kind of scares me right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know?
I guess you'd say
they
Duke
just
was
got
a safer bet.
exposed recently. But
you think they're not going to let that happen again, right? Like, not this soon.
I don't know.
Michigan State's hit Illinois too. Watch Illinois somehow win that game.
Hey, you gonna put the ball in Zion's hands or Michigan's hands?
Yeah, no, I'll put it in Zion. Yeah, I'll go with Zion all day.
Trying for Zion.
Oh boy.
Duke minus 23.5 for my streak bet.
Well, there you have it. Give me a hell yeah. You can put it on the board. Yes.
So real quick, Vasco, what's gonna happen with your two best players on the Steelers?
I have no idea, man.
It feels like we're back to week one.
Yeah.
All over
they're
again.
considering transition tagging Le'Veon Bell, and Antonio Brown just got in a domestic dispute or something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
they
Lord.
found out it happened like a week ago or something. It just got reported today. There were no arrests made, but it's just, another...
Well, that if the NFL stays consistent, that's probably a 6-game suspension for him. Depending on what happened.
It depends because there were no arrests, so I don't know how they.
Well, Zeke Elliott didn't get arrested
situations. Oh, he didn't?
No,
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay, well, yeah. It's definitely not a good look. And now who's going to want to trade for him too? Why would you want to get into that mess?
His lawyer said that the allegations are baseless and false.
Mm-hmm. Could be. Doesn't help though.
I mean, it's no. It doesn't.
I guarantee he put himself in a bad
I hope
situation.
I hope that they are.
way.
Like, I hope that people have learned that you can't have these sort of things happen in life. You know what I'm saying? That you would hope that it is false.
Yeah,
but at
sure.
the same time, every lawyer says that.
Right? Yeah.
Right? I mean,
and the thing we know is, a lot of people with a lot of money and high-profile athletes tend to think that they're above the law in certain circumstances. That they're invincible
a lot of times
in a lot of ways.
they've been treated as such.
Right? Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. They very well might transition to Le'Veon Bell now, and match whatever offer a team gives them.
Hey, did you see that the Patriots won the Super Bowl?
Oh yes, yes, I
Did
did.
you get to?
What a crazy game, man!
How does that work when you have to anchor? I mean, I know you get highlights, but you don't really get to sit down and watch it, do you?
I mean, I got to see, I would say, most of the game, but it was more during commercials. I would go into the edit bay and start putting some stuff together, come back out, watch a few plays or whatever, and then go back and forth. It's not a terribly busy Sunday. It would have been really busy if I had to go out to do the bar hopping. So Zane helped out huge with that, since we had to make some last minute adjustments there. But we were able to get live shots with our Next Star crew in Atlanta, and they were on the field, which was awesome. So yeah, after the Super Bowl on WHBF, we were able to talk with Anthony Calhoun out there, and that was really cool. But yeah, I got to see the majority of it. Obviously, even I saw something on Facebook said, if you don't think that this was a great game, then you don't know football and defense. And honestly, I still didn't think it was a good game, and I think I know football pretty well. And the defense played well in certain instances, but it was also some bad offense. Yep. And the bad offense to me is not very entertaining to watch.
It was not exciting.
No,
as far as that's concerned.
The Patriots defense really surprised me, though. Their ability with the D-line to get consistent pressure. We know their D-line is their best aspect of their defense, but I really thought the Rams were...
defense looked kind of scary. There was not a whole... Yeah. Other than that very, very, very first drive before Brady threw the pick, they were running right up the middle, and then it stopped. And then there was no more running up the middle after that at all.
All right, so Vasco.
Yes.
The thing we brought up yesterday for a little bit. Out of the AFC, who's going to be the representative for the Super Bowl next year? Who has the best chance?
New England.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right? You guys know power rankings.
They have 12 draft picks. They have 12 draft picks.
Right. See the power rankings
I
are out.
don't see how that's...
I saw the
Are they really?
I saw the odds.
Yes. God, Serge, let me guess. Can I blind guess them?
This is
the
so
Eagles. The Eagles are number one.
The fact that these are out, and I'm dying laughing already. Go ahead.
All right, let me guess. Power rankings for next year already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs are at 1.
Nope.
Okay. So
no, Patriots are at 1.
No.
Nope. Still
The
no
Rams.
love. Still no love.
Rams.
Rams.
Rams are 1.
All right.
Chiefs are 2.
Chiefs are 2.
Okay.
Saints are 3.
Saints are
Sorry,
3.
I'm jumping in on you here.
I like it.
So
Saints.
Pats are 4.
Pats are 4.
Correct.
Okay. Now
Are the Steelers 5?
Won
All right.
again.
No,
They just
Steelers are
won
not 5. Let me
again,
guess.
And they are 4th. How funny
I'm thinking
is
the
that?
Bears, maybe.
No.
Or Dallas?
No, you're forgetting somebody. You're forgetting
Eagles.
somebody. Nope.
The Eagles.
Nope.
Okay.
Say
Good. I'm
Rams.
the
Saints,
Chargers?
Pats.
Chargers.
There you go. And then I'll have to say...
and they'll have Hunter Henry back.
Then they're either going to be Dallas or the Bears.
Then the Bears.
Okay. All right, and then Dallas?
Nope.
They're
Dallas
stupid.
is getting no love here. So I'll just... Spoiler alert. Dallas is getting no love.
All right, so then if...
Eagles?
That's really stupid.
Nope.
I really thought they were going to put the Eagles high on this one.
Right.
Just had a feeling.
Oh.
Is it the Steelers?
No.
Seattle.
Close. They're next.
San Fran?
No. Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah.
So Colts and then...
Colts, Seahawks.
Who Dallas beat. Okay, really unreal. Is this CBS? Are these morons from CBS?
Let me find out my source here. I'm actually just making these up as I go.
Really?
No. These are real.
Just giving us a ride here.
Rams, Kansas City, Saints, Pats. I go Colts, Seattle. Is Dallas even in the top 10, Serge?
No.
Wow.
That's stupid.
That is kind of surprising.
Bears at 9?
Stupid.
No, Bears are... We already got them.
Bears
were
are 6.
Yeah.
So if you got Seattle in there... Green Bay.
No.
They didn't? Oh, Vikings?
Hang on. I lost it. Oh, no. Here we go. Okay, so we got Rams, Chiefs, Saints, Patriots, Chargers, Bears at 6, Colts at 7, Seattle Seahawks at 8. We're on to number 9.
Texans?
Houston Texans. Very good.
All right. And then the Vikings?
Nope.
Is it not the Steelers? They didn't make top 10.
They're 11.
Cleveland Browns.
No, interesting.
That'd
though.
be
funny.
That'd be something.
Baltimore. Forgot about the Ravens. Okay, then we go Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Pittsburgh Steelers?
The Steelers. At number 12 after the Steelers.
Better be Dallas.
Nope.
Minnesota?
Philly. Now Philly.
Okay,
now the
fine.
Eagles.
Philly
Eagles
made it
get to number 12.
Dallas hasn't lost to Philly in 2 years. But
but Philly's gone further.
They
so.
had.
I don't care.
They had one game better on the record last year.
Whatever, Dallas.
So now Dallas. Dallas is right after Philly.
Whatever.
Then the Minnesota Vikings at 14. Then it's not the Green Bay Packers. It's the Cleveland Browns.
Nice.
Browns.
Wow, man, Packers really
Browns
not
are
getting
one
any love
ahead
there.
of the Green Bay Packers. Huh?
No love for Matt LaFleur?
So
They,
it goes Dallas, the Browns. After Dallas is the Browns?
No, after Dallas is Minnesota.
Oh, and
then
the
Cleveland
yeah.
at 15.
All right, leave it there. Let's leave it there. We don't need to know anybody after that because if you're not in the top 15, I'm going to hold on to this.
No, there's a few more good ones, interesting ones here to get into the top 20.
All right,
to round out the top 20.
All right.
After that, it's pointless.
16.
So after Green Bay is 16.
All right.
They're after the Browns.
17.
Then the Tennessee Titans.
All right. 18.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
Then the Carolina Panthers.
All right.
And the Denver Broncos to round it out. There's your top 20.
What's Carolina going to do when they don't have a quarterback?
Same with Denver.
Well,
I'm actually surprised San
Case
Francisco
Keenum is
didn't
better
get in
than-
the top
It's saying
20.
that Cam's going to have longer to recover and be ready once the new season begins.
Okay, they better hope. All right.
Don't you think at this point it's kind of time to try and move on?
From Cam?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't.
I think Cam's a great quarterback. I just don't think he's the right one.
I don't.
He's not the right one for them.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with Cam. I think it's got to do more with coaching.
Cam's arm has failed them several times, though. I know they got to the Super Bowl with him, but that was also the best defense in a long time that carried them there. They had a great run game, but now they have Christian McCaffrey and stuff, and they absolutely collapsed last year. You got to put some of that on the quarterback.
I put more of it on the coach, but all right.
He's a great physical talent. I don't think he's able to make the plays that get you a championship.
All right. I'm going to call this preseason ranking.
Yeah. The fact that list even exists excites me. That's hilarious.
I think ESPN sent out a push notification literally a half hour after the Super Bowl that said the too early 2019 predictions or whatever. That's incredible. Yeah.
I think the article was is it too early for these to be out? But here you go.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because they try and like disguise as that, even though we know they really want to put those out there, and they'll just disguise as, oh, this is just a joke. But
Bold
seriously,
prediction: the Rams won't finish in the top 10.
So that's an NFL.com source there. The article is titled "Way Too Early 2019 NFL Power Rankings."
Yeah.
But okay, now Matt Erickson on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill
like the
Facebook
mock
comment
drafts,
thread
dude.
has said this, but I will actually agree with him a little bit here. He goes, Browns over the Packers. Throw away this list. It's garbage. No love for Aaron Rodgers at all? At all?
I know, dude.
I guess the only thing I could see is that they had Aaron Rodgers, this year,
and he's not going to have knee surgery.
And
that I don't. Why?
I just
Why is he
don't.
not having knee surgery.
I honestly think that they should try and get Le'Veon Bell. I really think Green Bay needs something like that.
Yes.
I know Aaron. I know that there are so many other holes in that team, and Aaron Jones has done well, but they need a game changer.
Oh, I agree.
I
thought they should have traded for him.
I mean, they need a lot of defenders, but get someone in there that could just make splash plays.
Yeah, how about you get someone to actually as a
check-down
running
guy.
back
So
instead
the
of this
Patriots
year,
have
this is our
12
guy.
draft picks.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Totally scary.
It's incredible. They're going to be.
How do they just
They're
keep
going to be
doing
so
that?
much better next year, and they just won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
They held the Rams. The terrible Patriots defense held the Rams to a season low 3 points. The Bears defense held them to 6. How did the Patriots defense outperform the Bears defense? That's all coaching, man. It's incredible.
What's their next shirt gonna say? Still on the front, here on the back? Like Tom Brady
Yeah.
laughing emoji?
Did
I don't know.
Did you see the new video of him and Gronk?
No.
There's another one?
Yes.
Of them. Did they take it together? Like another.
Little selfie, Brady holding it, and he keeps
There
going
it
kind of
is.
back and forth to him and Gronk just keeps making silly faces, and they're listening to, guess who's back?
Oh,
back
funny.
again.
That's
Guess
funny.
who's back? Guess
Did
who's
Gronk
back?
say anything about retiring, by the way?
Nope.
I assumed he would wait.
Gonna wait,
but,
yeah.
So that's actually
There's
that
no
was
reason
actually
to rush
my
it.
prediction on that one was I think he will retire still.
Yeah,
but
I did too, yeah.
I didn't. They were didn't you say Jay? Wasn't that a prop bet? Was is he going to retire on the podium?
I think I did.
I think that might have
But
been.
hello, Jim Nantz said hello, friends. Jim Nantz did say hello, friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on that prop bet, I said no. He's absolutely not going to do it because all he's going to say is, "Nope, I'm just going to enjoy this win here. I'm going to enjoy this victory with my teammates, with my family," and he'll visit that at a later date.
Right.
And I think he will retire. I think Gronk is just.
There's no reason anymore.
No.
I mean, dude, you've done it all, man.
He's a little beat up.
He's the best tight end of all time,
Yep.
and there's no reason.
He's not Tony Gonzalez.
All around tight end, yes. Gronk is way better at blocking than Tony Gonzalez ever was, and Tony Gonzalez is great, like amazing.
Okay, so here's the actual thing is when he got asked about it Sunday night, he said now's not the time to talk about it.
Yeah,
Which
and that's right.
I agree.
That's right.
Gronk said that?
Yeah.
Was he reading off a card?
Yeah. It was on the back.
That's the most intelligent thing that man said in his life.
Somehow it was on the back of a Tito's vodka bottle. No,
Yeah.
he just read it.
Was he drinking straight Tito's?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
It was written on his hand.
I do kind of want to party with Gronk. I ain't gonna lie.
Why wouldn't you?
Of course I do.
Absolutely.
Jay, was it you that I think I saw you post something on Twitter, something about how, no one cares about Julian Edelman's PED thing, but we got two guys who weren't ever even formally suspended for it, and they're not allowed in the Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah,
or
that's
just
it,
not in the
baseball
Hall
or
of
whatever
Fame.
else. And then Israel's, pushed on it that, in baseball, Manny Ramirez was the last to be able to play in the postseason after getting suspended
That's
for
right.
PEDs. And now baseball, they don't allow you to play in the postseason.
Right.
I also believe that Gilmore should have won the MVP as well. We talked about...
Is there a difference in like, do you think the difference in PEDs would matter much? Is it, I mean, because maybe that is the case. Like,
performance-enhancing drug.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So the parade was today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was about an hour before the show, right?
Yeah.
So they said he had a full bottle of wine.
Sure.
White or red?
Yeah.
And some Moscato.
Appeared to have a full bottle of wine in his hands shortly after the parade began at 11 a.m.
God, Serge, get me a picture.
And it was empty.
It might be sparkling. Maybe he was drinking like Prosecco.
Or like the sparkling grape juice.
Nah.
White Zen.
Yeah, right? Right.
Dude, if it's Boone's Farm, I'm going to die.
Dude, it's barefoot.
So obviously...
No one drinks that garbage.
There's something to do with preparation for the game. Obviously, there's Belichick involved as well. McVay said he did not have a good coaching game. Goff said he'll learn from this and go on. But really, if you break down the numbers, and Mike Lombardi broke this down, Goff's numbers are almost his yards per pass are almost cut in half.
Yeah.
As you go further on later on in the season into December. So like in September, he's around like 13. And then he gets down to
Cooper
like 7.
Kupp.
Yeah, and Cooper Kupp was a big deal.
They showed with Cooper Kupp, he literally had double everything. 110 passer rating with Cooper Kupp, like 60 or 75 or something without him.
But there were other players that should be able to step in and take that spot.
I totally agree.
I mean,
yeah.
You're not sitting here convincing me that Cooper Kupp is a difference maker on the field, that somebody can't live without Cooper Kupp.
How about
I am
Cooper
not arguing
Kupp?
that at all.
I'm
Cooper Kupp.
He is good, though. I think he's better
He's
than you're giving him
okay,
credit
but
for.
I'm not going to like sit here and build my offense around Cooper freaking Kupp.
But here's my deal. My question. It's quarterback-wise, okay?
Pitt Panthers, Jay.
Someone said it once,
I'm
but...
watching this video of Gronk. I'm dying. You guys got to do this.
Zoom in on the bottle.
Would...
hang on. He gets his shirt ripped off. He's wearing a Boston police vest.
Of course he is.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? You're in the middle of a parade.
It's amazing.
I would have put money down.
He's doing it for fashion, not safety.
Oh, okay. Is he in a Marky Mark and a Funky Bunch video after this? Would the Rams would have won the game if Trubisky was quarterback?
No.
Would the Rams would have won the game if Dak Prescott was quarterback?
No.
No, let me save you the time.
Jared Goff is really
Would
good.
the Rams would have won the game if Deshaun Watson was quarterback?
No.
Would they have won if Patrick Mahomes was quarterback?
No.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
No. They already showed that
I think
they already
their
proved that they could
inability-
shut down Patrick Mahomes for a half at least.
I just think their inability to run the football was what killed them. I mean, Todd Gurley's out. Something's up with
I just
him.
wanted people. I was looking at people that drafted at 16 and 17. That I'm not going to throw out Nicky Mullins, but I was looking at names that we know and just to see if maybe if you thought it was Goff, but obviously you don't.
Did you guys see they made a Super Bowl 53 fake movie poster of all the people that would play the characters, and it was phenomenal. They had Tom Hanks as Bill Belichick.
Let me ask you hypotheticals.
Okay.
It was, dude. I will show you
wanna see
afterwards.
this,
You
yeah.
got to see it. It's awesome.
Do the New Orleans Saints score more than 3 points against this New England defense?
Yeah, probably.
Do the Chicago
They spread 'em
Bears
out more.
score more than 3 points against that New England defense?
How are they going to get 3?
I don't.
Defense. The defense would score.
Okay. Do the Dallas Cowboys score more than 3 points against that New England defense?
Yeah, Dallas probably did.
All right. And
But
who-
but it's different. Like, I don't know, man. Like the way they game plan, they minimize everything you do well.
Kansas City. What would they have done?
Well, Kansas City already,
We already
played
saw
them.
what
We already
they
saw
did,
what
you know?
Kansas City
Yeah.
would do. They got shut out for a half.
But then people say, "Oh, it's outdoors though." In their home field, it's like
It was in their
I don't know
home
what-
field.
Yeah, I don't know what more
Absolutely.
you
I don't want
want.
to hear. All right. I have friends that are Kansas City fans out there, but I don't want to hear that you got cheated out of that game.
I don't want to hear the Saints
You
fans
lost.
continue to complain because honestly, it's really starting to get on my nerves now because they were 2 weeks removed from when the Steelers got that blown call. It's like, I understand that wasn't a playoff game and stuff, but that could have changed the course of the postseason. The Steelers are in the playoffs.
Which call?
If
A
they're
couple years ago when
Joe
Jesse
Hayden,
James.
They
Okay.
took Joe Hayden made a pick in the end zone.
Right.
That they called pass interference on, right? He barely touched the guy.
What about the muff punt by Edelman?
Yeah, that too.
Well, I'm just talking about a couple of years ago with the Jesse James against the Steelers.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
against the Patriots. But the problem with that one is they still had a chance to score after that one, and Ben threw a pick the next
All right,
play.
deal.
So I don't use that as an excuse as much, but something where the Saints ended up scoring on that drive and completely like deflated everything in that game.
Well,
It's just like Saints. You do you have like amnesia? It was 2 weeks ago that you guys were the beneficiaries of a huge call that really changed the game. And then now you're gonna say, did you see that they had a parade that they won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Well, they boycotted it, and
Yeah.
it showed
And
they were the smallest. They had the smallest audience out of their large of a market. The people boycotted it. Obviously, the ratings were low, but they
Yeah.
actually they got through with what they wanted to do. For that size that they're at, they had the smallest numbers.
It just reminded me of like hashtag not my president type of stuff.
It wasn't.
It's like
I don't know if it was a.
Yeah,
it wasn't
like
a Super Bowl
whining and
parade. Yeah,
pissing and moaning about something you can't change.
Yes, and then they
it's
were
like it is what it is. It
waving
happened.
yellow flags around, like to throw the flag. Dear Lord.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I mean, I got time to watch.
Can't see it.
I'm good.
I got
I'm
time.
good.
All right, I'll come look at
I
it.
got time to watch terrible television, but I don't have that much time to walk around protesting a football game that happened 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Plus, they probably would have enjoyed it watching the Patriots take it to the Rams. I mean, I know at the same time it's not
me.
It's
Jay.
not consolation.
I got
but-
time. I'm gonna make some yellow hats. I'm gonna stand united with these Saints fans, and we're gonna make yellow hats, and we're gonna march on Washington. Jay, this is gonna be the 1 million person yellow hat march.
All right,
because we're gonna change something, Jay, in this world.
You're going to like this. Clemson Carl subtweeted it and said they should go back to their French roots and make those yellow flags white.
Jeez, French.
So I did. Okay.
That's clever.
What'd you think of the halftime show?
I did not like it
Okay.
at all.
See, I really liked it, and to each their own. Whatever, that's fine. But the people going crazy online about how bad it was. I looked at a list of every single Super Bowl halftime show. Historically, they're bad.
Yeah, most of them are bad.
The top 4 or 5 are the only ones that matter. I think this one was really good. It is difficult to have a good halftime show. There's a lot of pressure. the sound is going to be off. The people, the right mix, too many people, not enough people.
It did seem
Prince,
like they weren't
Michael
prepared,
Jackson,
though.
Justin Timberlake. Those are some of the best. And then the Katy Perry one, whatever else. Okay, that's I don't like that one, but it was up there for ratings.
My favorite one was the boob slip one.
Nipplegate. But
they blew the SpongeBob tribute, man, and for me, a lot of us wanted that nostalgia, and that was the worst tribute I've ever seen of anything.
I didn't see that somehow. I missed that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was
it was
too busy
like 5
getting
seconds
interviewed.
long.
He's getting interviewed.
Exactly.
We didn't talk about
WHBF,
we didn't talk about the commercial with all the NFL stars.
Yeah, yesterday briefly.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
I thought that was really sweet.
The only thing is, it just ended really short. Like, it just ended quickly. It was an awesome
it was
long
abrupt.
commercial. All of a sudden, it just stopped. I'm like, well, that was cool until the ending.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The fact that they got Jim Brown in there,
But
and just
the funniest
Barry
thing I did
Sanders
see
was
when they
awesome.
talked about the halftime show, so the people that said that they hated it said, I wish the halftime show would have been Chiefs versus Saints. That's funny.
I saw something.
That is good.
I
That's
think
good.
it was announced about 22 hours ago, but I just read it earlier today. I saw something, and even though they're breaking tradition and they might break tradition and people might be upset, the Patriots may not be the opening game of the NFL 2019 NFL season. It might be the Packers versus the Bears, because 2018 season was the Packers' 100th year. 2019 is the Bears' 100th, and they want to use that as the 100th year of the NFL.
Why are they going to have the 15th worst team in the NFL playing on opening night?
Well, because it's 100 years of the league or something like that. Yeah. So they want to celebrate 100 years, and so
they should play the game over here at Douglas Park.
They should, but I think that's neat to do that. I mean, usually everybody
give us something to do.
No, that is cool, and I mean, obviously, plenty of us out here would love that matchup to start the year off. So I'm all for it.
I am too.
I've honestly never been a huge fan of seeing the Super Bowl remake week one. I was like, it's a new team and whatever. I mean, do they really get revenge in week one if they win? Haha, we're 1-0 now.
Well, they didn't.
They
didn't replay the. It's just the winner plays the first week.
The winner plays the first week.
It
was Eagles versus Vikings the first game of this year. Yeah,
but they have they not done rematches before? They've done it before.
They've done it before. But I think it has to be with what division you play outside of and everything.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it has to match up.
Well, it's over, and now we just move on to T-Roy's draft, and the AAF is what
What draft?
Exactly. Steam Wheelers are starting up.
Steam Wheelers starting up. We got to get Coach Pork Chop in
the
here.
The T-Roy's .08 draft.
Yeah.
They got some former NFL talent on the team this year, so.
No, we got to get Pork Chop in here soon, because I know right now he's running 5:30 in the morning practices.
Yeah.
So
they were up bright and early.
But I know he'll be.
When does season start?
It's the 20. It's in 2 weeks. I don't remember the exact
That's
date.
preseason.
It's
a scrimmage, isn't it?
Well, they're doing an exhibition next Saturday.
Okay. God, this month is flying by.
Or it might be this Saturday. They're doing the exhibition. I don't know. I'll have to double check.
I don't think it's this Saturday because they have 2-a-days on Friday. That wouldn't. I think it's still a little bit. I just read the article this morning.
Okay.
So
yeah, I could be wrong on that one, but it is I think it's the 26th or something like that is their first game. So
they said they've got 2 scrimmages still and their play and 1 exhibition. So. But, yeah, we got to get them in there because those are fun. I have a good time there.
They're good games, yeah. They're very entertaining. Obviously, a lot of scoring, so that's always exciting. And then they still run the football, so you get that element of outdoor football involved with it. So, yeah, it's great. They got the quarterback returning, too, from last year, so they'll have some, I guess, familiarity with the offensive system and everything. Got, plenty of local guys still coming back.
Hopefully it's easier to get them in than to get someone to talk to us about the AAF.
I think you'll have a much better chance with that one, yeah.
All right. Well, it's been a crazy packed day. It's been awesome. Thanks to everyone for coming in. Thanks to Tom for calling in from Orlando during practice. That was cool. Thanks to Rothy and the guys, the sheriff and the Bullet. Always a pleasure to have Vasco in here talking with us and helping us figure out this AAF Fantasy Football League. You got a lot going on tomorrow too. Tune in. We'll be on tomorrow. Everybody, you have a
be safe out there.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be really
slick. Was it Erickson that said on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment line that it's already hit Iowa City?
Yep.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah,
Wow.
It's coming.
All the basketball games tonight,
Just
even
when you thought you
regional.
couldn't
One last
regional
thing
games
before
have
you
been
guys
canceled, so.
go out there and vote for Tatum Park at iowawrestle.com for Miss Wrestler of the Year. Go to Mr. Wrestler of the Year, Class 2A. Go vote for Julian Broderson. I think Tatum's right behind to be the top 3 advanced. She's at number 2. And I think, actually, Julian might be on 4. I don't know how Julian is not.
I know. But I was looking at it. It's really close, outside of, I forget the one kid who's kind of looks like he's coming away with it. But, yeah, it looks like that is kind of surprising.
Yeah. All right. You guys have a great day, hassle-free day. We'll see you tomorrow. Be safe out there. Y'all take care. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.